you've decided to do the mix-matched design project. And this one, it's a fun project, but it does require you to concentrate and think ahead. What you are essentially doing is you are creating lines. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me back up. You're going to you're going to somehow put yourself into this picture. Whether you're going to outline yourself, you're going to put your hand in there, part of your arm, whatever. You're going to put part of yourself in here. If you look real close, you can see right here. This is my outline of a picture I took of myself. So I'm right here. You are then going to make circles and geometric shapes and lines. Geometric shapes, lines, and then you can see some of the circles. So you're going to add these elements beforehand. After you add those elements, you are then going to make design. But the designs are going to get broken up every time you hit a border. What I mean by a border is this circle right here. So it's, orange with purple, boom, you hit a border, so now it's going to be orange with red. And then it comes over here, now it's blue on blue. Now it's orange and red again. So you every time you get to a border, you're going to change your pattern. But the pattern stays the same, just the colors change. So again, patterns continue, colors change. And then obviously the pattern and everything gets interrupted when you go inside the person. So you can see right there, my pattern goes here, stops. I don't do anything until I come out the other side. So that is what you are going to be doing for this project pretty much. It's a little bit more complicated to get it all set up, but once you have everything where you want to do and you're starting coloring, it's pretty easy going. So let's talk about what I'm going to grade you on. Your rubric is available. You can, if you want to bring that up, or if you just want to listen to me go through it, that's fine. But I would recommend looking through the rubric. Now, I'm going to stop right here. If you have not yet, you should watch the Intro to Design project, because a lot of the things that's talked about there with like harmony, rhythm, movement, balance, gradation, emphasis, proportion, variety, all that stuff is in this project. Now, is it as much of a requirement as some of the other projects? No, but you do need to have this in here, okay? Okay. So the first thing I'm grading you on, and I'm only looking at the A column, is your pattern. Project uses a variety of different patterns throughout the project that continue and are the same through each line. Patterns are neat and easily viewed. So what that means is you're not really using the same pattern twice. I mean, obviously you can use similar ones, like I use this oval here and oval here, but they're different size. I use an oval here and a circle here, but they're different. So I don't want to see you repeat the same pattern over and over. I want them each one, you're going back to variety here. All right, many things in the image have nothing in common. So you're going to change your pattern each line. All right, so each line has a similar pattern, but each line has its own pattern, but each pattern going like this way would be different. So you don't necessarily have to go this way, you can go this way, but each line is going to have a different pattern, but the pattern is the same throughout each line. The patterns are neat and easily viewed. You can't think, oh, well, the pattern's right there. No, I need to see it. I need to be able to obviously be able to see the pattern. It's got to be that recognizable. All right, the layout. The project has lines that go in similar directions but are staggered. Uses circle and geometric shapes with the artist represented in the image. So, okay, let's do this. First thing, is the artist represented in this image? Yes, I am right here. I outlined myself. So you need to have, like I said, it can be hand, elbow, foot, whatever. Somehow you need to be in this image. Uses circle and geometric shapes. If you look, geometric shapes are more like, I mean, yes, a circle is considered a geometric shape, but in this case, I'm having them be separate. So I'm looking at triangles, rectangles, squares, hexagons, octagons. Those are examples of geometric shapes. So what I did is inside of me, I made, I've got a rectangle right here, and I've got a square right here, and I got part of a rectangle here. Now on the outside, I have these big circles. Now you can do the opposite. If you want to, you could put circles inside of the figure, or you, and you could do geometric shapes on the outside. That's up to you, but they need to be opposite. You need shapes inside one, circles on the outside, or shapes out here, circles in here. All right. The lines go in the similar direction but are staggered. If you look, all my lines go this way, left to right. You can make yours go this way. You can make your lines go anyway. They don't have to be the same as mine. I cannot repeat that enough. But they're also staggered. If you look, like, this one kind of goes this way, this one goes a little bit this way, like this one goes a little bit this way. So they go in similar directions, but they're kind of staggered. They're not all parallel lines going the exact same way. All right, the coloring. Coloring is neat, with coloring mostly in the same directions and strokes close together. Outlines are darker than the fill, and the gradation is present. Gradation we'll get to later. There's a video on that. What that means is you're starting like darker and going lighter. So you can see right here it goes darker to lighter, here it goes darker to lighter, darker to lighter of the same color. But what I want to see is that you are outlining the project in a darker color or the same color darker, and then you're filling it in lighter. So like right here, I've got purple on purple. I outlined it dark and purple, and then I went light purple for that. So I want to see, to make sure it looks nice and neat, you have to outline dark, fill lighter. Or if you want to, you're going to outline dark and then fill dark, but I don't want to see no outline and then filled in lightly. All right. Also, your pencil strokes, you try and keep them in the same direction inside of a place. Obviously, mine, like inside of a shape, I might change the direction I'm coloring, but I want you to stay neat, and your pencil strokes are close together. Don't like go wild and quick. I can tell when somebody's hurrying through something. All right. So the last thing is the shape and line. The pattern is not in the figure, and in and out of the figure and back are different. All right. So what that means, the pattern is not in the figure. So you do not have a repeating pattern inside the figure. So repeat figure, okay? Loop, dot, loop, dot, loop, dot, loop, dot. Here I've got, almond, 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 almond. Inside of this, I don't have a pattern. There's no pattern inside of the figure, whether you use your hand or whatever. And then it continues on afterwards. So, triangle, 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 nothing in there. Then it continues over here, triangle, 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 triangle. Okay? All right. You have opposites. So what I mean is, like in and out, the back and the figure are different. So the figure has geometric shapes, background and circles, or geometric shapes back here, circles here. They've got to be opposite each other. The last one is you have minimum of 10 lines easily visible. So what I mean is I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Actually 11. I have 11 lines. So I'm looking, the lines that you made, you need at least 10 of them. On the rubric, you also see the principles of design are still on there. And yeah, that's about it. You could go on and go on to the next step. If you have not watched the design video yet, I would recommend watching it. There's a lot of good information in there. If you have any additional questions, let me know. This one's going to take you a while because there's a lot of coloring, but it's well worth it. You get something really cool in the end.